Hi, everybody. Fernando and James is over here with another podcast. And we're going to talk about how you can do blogging in 2022 and make money. And James is a person, last entire year, James really hammered it for blogging, vlogging, a lot of content writing. You can see so many tutorials about from him about on SeekaHost.app, SeekaHost.com website as well on the blog. And also his personal blog, he will give a little bit of an explanation because I started blogging very long ago. I started my first blog back in 2013, and that's what I started that when I was doing a full-time job. So I was always looking into something that I can do with the laptop, like be remotely. And then I came across this thing about blogging and found out like a lot of people are blogging. And then I wanted to figure out how can you get paid? I saw like people on the PC writing something. So I dig deep and here I am. And I mentioned a post on ClickDo, my deal agency site. Starting a blog on WordPress was one of the best things that I did because it got me really practice to keep writing, write about the things that I like, and find out an audience who wanted to read that, reach out to me and ask for services. I became the SEO guy, writing around the article content about SEO, online marketing, online business. So it became some people who found out, spread the work. Some business owners found me. I became the freelance SEO consultant guy. So blogging literally got me to start the SEO agency, ClickDo, evolved, kept on going, team grew. And then here we are with SeekaHost. And James is going to tell his blogging experience, and he's really good right now. His WordPress knowledge and things are like next level. Even he really in a year's time he mastered it. I don't know a lot of things. So James, tell us a little ideas about blogging and how you got started and why you're hooked on it, and let's inspire some people.
Yeah. I mean, well, really, it's sort of the dream, isn't it? To be able to go anywhere you want, work from home, not have to go to your normal 9 to 5, basically, isn't it? You can do it for yourself. It is the dream. It's something, obviously, when I first started, I looked at similar to what you said there, and that's what I thought. How can I do this? Like, this is brilliant. People get to really express themselves. You can be creative, especially if you've got a creative mind. And really, you don't need to go to training courses. This is something you can learn yourself, something that you can learn from other people as well if you get the right connections. And really is super exciting. As everything, it takes a little while to get into, but then once you are into it, you understand what you're doing, you just end up learning more and more and more. And yeah, that's really how you progress in this. And I've really enjoyed it.
Exactly. Like a little bit of a brief about how easy it was. I remember your first few days when you're starting, like you in a couple of days really mastered it and you started building forums and very high level stuff, right? Still, I don't know how to build forum sites or anything, right? It's like a lot of people at the start, like get confused and go for easy solutions. Some people think like, I should maybe start a Facebook page. I should just like start with a blogging platform like Wix or Squarespace or anything, which is pre-built, which is a theme. I drop it and the stuff like, I tell to people, if you want to enter the web and go a long journey and you want to learn the very fundamental of it, building a WordPress site is one of the best things because it's like you building your own property, the web property, right? You put the things, you put the plugins, you change it, you can learn a little bit of coding if you want. If not, you can put the themes, learn a little bit of CSS. You can do so much. Right? If you start a blog on a self-hosted WordPress site, James, give you example, the idea about starting your WordPress site. You can even show it to them. You can even show,
Yeah, let's let me see if I can just find I'll get my original one, which is actually the best one out of all of them so far. So obviously since that, sure. Right, let me just share my screen as well. Obviously since that, have gone forward to make like a few different sites, but no, it's just super exciting. I find that. You see my screen right? Yeah, coming up. So this is my first one. This is just what it started with. Really, I just wanted to get my sort of YouTube personality. I wanted a page for it, and obviously I'm called JDog, so I found JDog Official. I managed to get a .com domain, and that was really just the start. Obviously once you realize you can get this, like Fernando said with the property thing, you've got somewhere. This is your space. You can go on it. You can change it how you like. One of the things that really got me hooked with this was also, like you said, with the forums and stuff like that, I didn't realize how much you're able to do just with a little tutorial. You can just learn how to do something completely different. You can change your whole site to suit a whole different audience, and yeah, really, it started with the blogs. It started with, posting. You got to post stuff. You got to have stuff for people to see. And also, it's sort of like is being on Facebook, just your own version. You'll post it, you post on Facebook, you post your thoughts. However, you post on your blog, you're posting to the whole the whole world, aren't you? You've got, anybody can access this. If you have really good posts, people want to read it. And obviously you can go into whatever genre you want. It's not just dedicated to one thing. Again, as you're doing it to the whole world, there's lots of different niches you can go into, whether you're into like food, video making, content creating, even stuff like YouTubers. Realistically, if you're going to become anybody eventually, you're going to need a website with your name. You don't want somebody else with your exact website, with your name, with other content and stuff like that. So it's just something good to get started with. And again, it's something you can do from home. You can do whilst you're away. You can even do on holiday if you got your laptop, your phone, a tablet. I love it for the possibilities, to be honest. Just like you said, you can add anything: forums, memberships. You can be.
Yeah, it's such a good. I like your site, how fast it loads. You done a lot of optimization and all. Like, it's
You learn
fast. James, do you this is on SeekaHost app, right?
Yes. So this is on SeekaHost.app, hosted on here.
You want to show the little bit of a back end of that account, or you have it right now, or?
Yeah, I'll be able to get on.
Just like, so just you guys get some idea, like you can get the domain. James done a lot of tutorials about it. Starting a blog is pretty easy. SeekaHost.app, and James is hosting. James, log into the back end. Yeah. Oh yeah, this is login. So these are the WordPress site. James hosted so many WordPress websites. My goodness, you have like over 14 websites, right? That's the very first website you hosted it 9 months back, right?
Yeah. It's the very first one.
Wow, 9 months back, and
obviously since then we've progressed a bit. We've got a number of them, but this is the first one. Again, I mean, now you should see the traffic is just so crazy compared to when I first started, and you're struggling to get like 10 to 100 people. Then it goes up to 1,000, a few thousand, and it's great to see the growth, and you get to see what you put in, don't you? The more you put in, the more you get back.
That's the thing. Like a little bit of let me tell, like the SeekaHost.app. So we start with SeekaHost.com. Like we have the country domain. SeekaHost.app is the easy WordPress hosting solution we build with all-in-one solutions. Anybody can get a domain, host an email, create a business email address, buy things like PBN hosting, WordPress hosting, manage WordPress hosting solutions, and also the SeekaHost University is coming live soon. We have the knowledge base, the PBN Unified section, which are tons of videos I've done about teaching anybody how to do private blog networking and all those kind of things. So SeekaHost.app portal is the all-in-one platform where anybody can get online pretty fast with the domain name hosted with the WordPress. So let's now go back to the blogging section and a little bit of ideas. So James showed his blog and he started it, and over 9 months back he hosted it, and now see the blog with a lot of content you guys can see. And James.
You got so many different variations, stuff like e-commerce sites. You have some blogging, some lots of stuff to it, but really quintessentially what it comes down to is your blog, because that's you can grow your SEO for in so many ways by posting, researching keywords, making sure that you're the content that's going out there is getting clicked upon, because you don't really want to be making 100 different pages. However, with posts you can keep blogging, can't you? Keep creating.
That's the thing, really. So starting a blog has been so simplified, and now you saw like why starting a blog is important. And if it is in 2022, if you haven't still started your personal blog, I tell you already, like start a personal blog for your personal brand, like either your name or else like a name that you like. You can always start a personal blog and keep on growing. And starting a blog tutorials are covered. If you go to SeekaHost YouTube channel, you will see so many videos James done about step-by-step getting a domain, picking the niche, all those things, and building up your WordPress site and everything. James have got many tutorials done showing everything that any person needs about creating a blog site. You guys can see over here, pick any site for any topic title that's been about plugins, WordPress security, how to do contact forms, emails, everything it's over there. So building a blog has been simplified, and getting online with the WordPress blog is something that everybody should be considering doing in 2022 if you haven't done it, because You don't want to be left over, you know, there now it's the time of cryptocurrency and NFTs and everything is there. But if you do not have your in like the web property, which is your fundamental getting point, because the future is web properties. If a lot of things are going to be like web property renting and things we talk about in this article, where we're going to look into right now about making money blogging. James wrote this article, a very detailed article, and he will go through some of the things, and I'll talk about the content publishing business model, but James will brief you some of the things that he covered in this article.
Right. So obviously we do have a few points here, because there are so many different ways of doing it. And we will leave a link for this as well if you want to, because there's quite a lot of content on here. You can, you know, check out different bits. Obviously explains what blogging is as well, stuff like that, how quickly you can get your domain. But then also within that, we also give you a lot of handy information about like your niche, your keywords, what you should be using as well. Excuse me. Who you should be targeting, and all the things that you want to be thinking about pre getting started, because you want to have a great plan ready, know who you're looking for, know who your target is, your target audience, sorry, because then you can really tailor your posts, you can tailor your blogs to actually suit them and grow in the right market. Let's just calm down a little bit here. And yeah, we're going to go through a number of things really, obviously, like the posting regularly, building backlinks and stuff like that. Your blog appearance, again, all of these super important before you get started, stuff like adding yourself to this Google search console, so your blogs are getting found. So yeah, lots of handy information, and then we start to get down to the point of where you make money. And yeah, so we got stuff like, I don't know how far you want me to go into it right now, but obviously just a quick brief read.
Just give the things, because the description, the link will be there, anybody can read it. So Google AdSense, I mean, I started this very back, you know, 2013 I started AdSense. It's very competitive at the back then. You can make some money if your site is getting a couple of thousand views. Even right now, to make considerable money, you need to minimum get like 10,000 plus visitors to the site, and then you're looking at making some money. But this is something anybody can get started. And if you are an expert in a particular subject like tech reviews and those highly monetizable keywords, key phrases that people are looking, this is something you can always get. Read this section on this page. We will leave the link below so you can go through about it, and it's something doable. Anybody can get started with it.
Yeah, and you can have multiple websites as well once you've got your one AdSense account. Obviously you can have multiple websites on there, and also for YouTube creators, you're going to need a Google AdSense account for when you do get monetized. That's actually the way they do it, is through Google AdSense. So it's actually a great thing to get started and have ready for when you do hit that 1,000 people mark, 1,000 subscribers. You'll be making money. You're going to need that there. Next up, we've got affiliate advertising. Sort of similar to Google AdSense, isn't it? In a way that, you know, you've got other ads that you're showing, and people have to basically click on them and, you know, follow through with a sale, and you get a percentage. So it's like a commission-based thing. However, there's many different places you can do this, and many different places that offer this option, isn't there? Even from like small companies, Amazon being one of the biggest affiliate option, getting you know, adverts on your blog. The more you grow your blog, the more visitors you get, the more people you have that are likely to click on a certain thing that's shown on your site. So by you showing that, advertising somebody else's service, you can then get a percentage, of course, like a commission from each sale that they make. Calm down a little bit more to guest posting.
Yes, posting, let me drop some views about that one.
Yeah,
this
you
is
know
something,
a lot about that.
Yeah, this is big. You know, this is basically the thing. We're going to do another separate video about the guest posting, the content publishing business model. I've done several presentations about it. This gets started and really easy. When you build your blog to 1,000 visitors per month, and we will be covering, or like we'll have another video, James showing how he took his website to 1,000 plus visitors. What I did when my website had to take 1,000 plus, then 5,000, 10,000 visitors level, you know, because the guest posting business model, how it works is basically you go to a blog on a chosen niche. Ideally, niche specific is good. If not, you can always go on or related big niches like news niche, business, and things like that, right? So when you grow your website, say for like 1,000 visitors, and then you have a particular pages, like you open to guest posting, you're taking submit guest posts, you're taking inquiries, and then you will start getting inquiries. There is a way how you build those guest posting business model website, which I covered on the SeekaHost University. It's called the blog for profit blueprint. And you can see step by step what pages are needed, how you grow such of a blog, how to build it, and do this one. So it's a free program. You can just go and grab the guest posting, the blog for profit blueprint about the pages and the stuff. How this works basically, you have your site, and the internet works with backlinks. People want to get awareness, people want to get eyeballs. So if your site is getting traffic and visitors, say about pet food, right, that's about it. You're getting thousands of visitors. People, when you have inquiries, other CEOs, other pet food owners, they're going to reach out to you and want to publish guest posts on your website, and you charge a fee for that. Say one publication, £50, £100, 200, days go for thousands and thousands of pounds. It's basically like digital PR. You have a web property that's getting the tons of visitors every month, and SEO consultants and other guys want to get published on your website, and they are willing to pay a fee. This is one of the easiest ways anybody can get started and do. Building a blog to 1,000 visitors in 3 to 6 months is pretty doable, and we will cover it on another video session on a podcast, and you can see that one. And this is easy to get started, man. Like, this is one of the things that anybody in a blogging industry can get going to start making their hundreds and then thousands of dollars a month.
Absolutely, absolutely. And then think about it, if you start to times how many websites or how many blogs you're doing this on as well. So let's say you're running multiple blogs and you have guest posting on each one of them blogs, you know, you can see how much income you can have increased, go upwards. So let's move down to a few other ways that we've got listed up here. We've got obviously the Clickbank affiliate program, which is going to be something like Amazon affiliates, very same or similar thing. Simply going to have adverts which you can put throughout your site. People click on them, and you know, certain clicks or sales will get you more money. In the same way, you can get sponsored. You know, like some very popular blogs will get sponsored for only particular adverts to go on there, and you can also earn quite a good amount of money from this. So obviously, if you're getting a huge audience in a certain niche or niche, sorry, I always say that different. But then you have another company that wants that audience as well. They're going to be much more likely to want to sponsor, get their ads only on there. So all your audience is also seeing their stuff too. I know a lot of you probably know more than me about subscribers. I know with subscribers, you can make a good bit of money there as well, can't you?
Yeah, because if you have subscribers to your blog, every time when you publish, so if you are very niche specific, right? So pet food, or something about a particular software tool, or else about iPhones, and if you build a brand around it, and if you have, say, 1,000 or 5,000 subscribers, whenever you publish a blog post, and if you have call to actions on those blog posts which promoted some services or products that you want to sell, it goes to your subscribers. They already know you, they're loyal to you, and they tend to believe what you say, and that will help you to generate sales. You know, especially subscribers is very good way of for affiliate products. And also, if you can build like a subscriber business model, like a membership website that people pay to consume your content and be around your blog, so that's also something you can do with the subscribers.
Yeah, absolutely. I've seen it on Flipper, actually, the place where you can sell your websites. You know, they'll show you what business model they're making money from. In fact, we'll go to Flipper in a second, and a lot of them are subscribers and paying subscribers as well. So next up on here, we've got selling merchandise on your blog. Of course, again, if you're getting quite a high number or a lot of traffic coming through your blog, there's a lot more chance of you being able to sell your own merchandise. You know, let's say perhaps your brand or something like that. You might go into t-shirts, hats, stuff like that. Maybe you sell custom stuff. If you've got a huge amount of people, you can then start advertising that on your blog. You know, start showing some of your merchandise along the bottom, the top, the middle, throughout your content, which will obviously, if you're getting, for instance, 1,000 people through every month, even 1% of them start to buy some of your stuff, that's going to be some money coming in again. Which will leave me down to Flipper, which we did sort of mention now. I know, have you had any experience with Flipper before? I've had a...
No, I haven't done it. I've heard it a lot. A lot of people I knew was doing it, but I've not gone into the flipping website thing really.
Yeah, I'll go on quickly now if you'll search the right thing. But it's quite interesting to see how that works as well. How you can like build up a website and then sell it for the potential for what it gets back each month. So let's get some examples here. We've got a £250,000 asking price for the website with everything that comes along with it. Your monetization is dropship, which I don't actually know anything about dropship there. However, they're going to be making 6,600 of a monthly profit. However, if you can bring in a monthly profit from your blog, you can then sell it as an entire business and, you know, make a big lump sum from what that is from everything that you bring back each month, which is always an interesting way of going about it, especially if you like to build multiple blogs. And, you know, you got lots of skills in lots of different areas. That might be a really good thing to think of. Next up on this is, I suppose, Udemy. Not really so much to do with blogging or Fiverr. You do have a lot of extra tips as well on this page once you do read through. We've tried to literally include everything. So whether you're like blogging online or just looking to make online money, this is going to be a great article for you, because it's just got lots of different things, even down to Fiverr, broker. Just, you know, obviously if you're going to be blogging all the time, you're going to be getting pretty good at writing. You know, all them writing skills can be used to then sell articles and stuff like that. Again, all helpful, again, all money coming in. So I think that's going to be most of the
yeah. So I would say read this article. It goes through in detail, but it all starts with starting a blog. You know, this is for beginners, basically the beginner's guide about starting a blog and making money from blogging. As I mentioned, AdSense is a good, easy way to start and see that's first few dollars coming in, right? And then the next step, which we will be covering in our next session, about in-depth how to grow a blog to 1,000 visitors, what things you need to do, and how to do the monetization part with the guest posting, how anybody can actually do that. We'll show some live cash generating blogs which are making thousands of dollars every month. And if you have any questions, subscribe, drop us the questions below in the YouTube, and then we look forward to covering more and more videos on the SeekaHost channel. And I'm Fernando Raymond from SeekaHost.
perfect. I've been J-Dog, and yeah, thank you for watching.